and welcome back to Mama's Corner, or hello, welcome if you're new. My name is Trinity, and today I wanted to talk about how to increase your breast milk supply when you are on your cycle, because I know mine usually drops, if not like mildly, during my cycle. And so that's kind of what I want to talk about today, what I do to keep it up. So I almost put makeup on and did my hair and everything before this video, and then I realized it's 8 o'clock in the morning and nobody wants to see a fake mama. So basically I'd like to go ahead and start off with, it's totally normal for your supply to drop when you're on your cycle. And for me, it's been kind of hard to know when my cycle is actually here or not because of my birth control, which eliminated my period. So I kind of just know when my supply is like a little bit less, which I can only really tell by when I pump. I'm pumping less out. So what I usually start doing first, once I notice that, is I drink a ton of water, because that's 90% of your breast milk is water. So I try to drink as much water as possible and as little caffeine as possible, which I don't drink soda, but I do like to drink sweet tea if my husband brings it home. And I do have 1 cup of coffee a day, and I really try to limit that 1 cup when I'm on my cycle. Other times during the week I might have 2 cups if that day I need it. But yeah, I really try to increase my water and decrease my caffeine as much as possible. Another thing I like to do is stock up on avocados. I don't know what it is about avocados, but I could eat avocados all day long. It doesn't matter what time of day. I love avocados. And so I've noticed that when I eat avocados, it helps build me back up in my supply, which I usually would eat maybe like 2 avocados a day, 1 at lunch, 1 before I go to bed. It's kind of crazy. But they do help me a lot, and I would definitely say avocados, there's something about it that helps your breast milk. And hand in hand with the avocados, I will eat avocado and then drink coconut water right after that, which I personally don't like the flavor of plain coconut water. It's kind of gross to me. So I like the coconut water that's mixed with watermelon, which is also awesome because the watermelon adds extra hydration. So that's what I do, is I'll either drink the coconut watermelon water by itself, or I'll half and half it with a Gatorade. I don't taste it at all. And I can instantly feel my supply. If I drink a big glass of that coconut watermelon water, it hits me instantly, and I can feel my milk coming back in just a little bit stronger. And like yesterday, I made a big plate of lactation cookies. So my son is lactose intolerant, so I can't use regular butter. So before I was using coconut oil, which was weird. It wasn't right. So I've gotten the plant-based vegan butter, and that's what I made with them this time, which it was a lot better and less runny. You know how oily coconut oil can be. And so I made a big plate of oatmeal, flaxseed, peanut butter, banana almond milk, lactation cookies. That was a lot. And so I probably will eat this whole entire plate of cookies. I usually eat like 3 of them a day at least. And I will notice once that tray of cookies is gone, I feel almost completely back to normal. Which, like I said, it doesn't take away from my son, I feel, when my supply drops, because I exclusively breastfeed him. So I know when my milk comes in, he's ready to eat. We're right on cue together. The only thing is when I pump throughout the day, I pump 2 to 3 times a day, just to keep my supply up, which is another thing to increase your pump. If you pump twice a day and pump 3 or 4 times a day, just give your body that extra stimulation to increase your milk, just that 1 more ounce or so. And so that's what I do during the day, is I pump 2 to 3 times a day anyways to keep my supply up. and to build my, milk stash. And so those are my main tips, eating wise, on what you're consuming for your body. And I would also say that another thing that helps me is, and when I notice about my cycle, is I try to do less. And I mean that by, not overdoing myself, not trying to make sure everything's clean or perfect, or, I do that all the time anyway. So on these days, I really try to just sit back, have more skin to skin time with my son, which also helps stimulate your breast milk to come in, your supply to build. So I do more skin to skin time. When he naps, I'll actually take him in the bed with him and take one nap with him throughout the day, to kind of let my body like rest and reset, which is another part. If you're running yourself crazy, your body is so stressed that the last thing it's thinking about is, let me rebuild my supply. But it's totally normal. I don't know if it happens to everybody, but it definitely happens to me. And it happens to a friend of mine. And so I would recommend, just being more mindful of your diet, being more intentional with your time, and how you go about your day, and just remembering that you have to fuel your body with the right foods and rest and relaxation for it to do what it knows how to do best. So I hope that video helps anyone out today, who might have just needed a few tips or ideas on what might help them. And also feel free to like and subscribe to my channel, as this is my creative outlet, just something fun for me to do when my son's sleeping, and to help other moms. So thanks for watching, and have a good day.